That's part of the headline. ... ellipses used to generate suspense. While the wife's away... ... oh no, what's going to happen? An immigrant? While the wife's away, as Katy Perry is hard at work, her husband Russell Brand enlists... we're going to come back to that word... supermodel Cindy Crawford and sex symbol Sharon Stone to keep him company. Let's go back to the word enlists. Enlists? I don't enlist people. I'm not the army. I don't like the negative connotations of enlisting someone. Oi! You! Come and be with me! It's like conscription. Sounds like an evening with me is like being in the Vietnam War. Hey, did you have an evening with Russell Brand? Yeah. What was it like? Well, it was terrible, Oh, come on, it can't have been that bad. Hey, you weren't there, man! You weren't there! She is one of the most popular singers in the world, and he is cementing his place in Hollywood. We recognise that grammatical construction from ETV, from MTV, from TMZ, from the numerous spurious news outlets, filling our minds with the pink pony shit. Senseless narrative. He is cementing his place in Hollywood, so their busy schedules mean they don't get to spend much time together. But Russell Brand seems to have no problem finding a female companion to keep him company. Right. A companion keeps you company. You don't need to say a companion to keep him company. That is a tautology. That is using two words to describe the same thing. I hate tautologies. It's inefficient use of language. They could have used that bit of space there where they repeated an idea to make us hate immigrants more. It's wasteful. Companion to keep him company while his wife Katy Perry was hard at work in Brazil. Hard at work in Brazil? Fuck off! She's a pop star. Have you seen what she does for a job? Dancing around in a bra. This is work. The honest toil of talking. Yeah, I'm a grafter. My grandparents worked in the mines. My great-grandparents were chimney sweeps. Yeah. London. And who better to fill her place? I don't like the vaginal overtures of that. Who better to fill her place? Her place is being filled. Snap velvety envelope. And who better fill her place than an international supermodel, the Get Him to the Greek star? Hey, I was in that. The Get Him to the Greek star, 36. What are you going about people's fucking age for? The Get Him to the Greek star, 36, smiled broadly as he posed for a photograph with Cindy Crawford. That's what everyone does in a photograph. That is the accepted face of a photograph. We're not Native Americans, terrified it'll steal our soul, staring like that. Oh, shit! You've got to smile broadly. That's the face we do. If I'd done that, or that would have been worthy of comment. Also, what do you mean smiled broadly? This is me smiling. This is me smiling broadly. And in case the 45-year-old wasn't enough woman for him, Russell enlisted, again with the enlisting, the company of ageless sex symbol Sharon Stone. Ageless? What, she exists beyond time? She has no age? Like the infinite cycles of the cosmos? Prior to the Big Bang and the mind of God, druids stood around in worship at dawn amongst the circles of Sharon Stonehenge. Ageless sex symbol Sharon Stone, 54. She's been ageless for 54 years. We checked her birth certificate. animatedly with the seductive actress, posing animatedly. Not that excited about being in a photo. It's only standing still doing what you do anyway. With a bit more of a smile. Seductive actress, which she will always be because we once had a glimpse of her vagina. She could rescue an orphanage worth of children and people would still go, we've all seen it. They were at a film premiere to promote Mexico at a hotel in Los Angeles, but Russell looked as though he misread the dress code, exposing his arms in a vest. Arms are not like an erogenous zone. Oh, arms, arms! Look at the arms. Exposing the arms. It's not like I went in arseless chaps. It's not like I'm being deliberately provocative. Yes, look at my arms. See them, I'm not ashamed. That's ridiculous. It's not deliberately erotic. It's not like Right, okay, I'll say something deliberately erotic now, just to show you that if I'd wanted to be deliberately erotic, I could have been. And then you'll see how mild a sleeveless vest is. And anyway, I'm in America, and if you haven't got the right to bear arms in America... It's a pun. A pun just happened. There was a pun. We all saw a pun. I'm not going to say the erotic thing because I think it's too disgusting. Say it! Alright, I will say it. But then when you're all disgusted, you feel a little bit guilty, like you wish you hadn't come, remember, them people over there went, say it, man, I'm in a goddamn fraternity. I got a hairbrush in my ass as part of my pledge. It's what Sophocles would have wanted. It's what Pythagoras would have deemed necessary. It's what Socrates dreamed of. A hairbrush in an ass. Right. Now something rude's going to happen. It's their fault. Alright, exposing your arms in a vest isn't that rude. It's not as if I went with my sinuses full of amyl nitrate so that my anus had dilated to the size of a grapefruit and I pulled the Mexican flag out of my arse, then wrapped it around my neck as a napkin, then filleted myself to the point of orgasm till I cried tears of sperm. That would have been rude. This ain't. Russell looked as though he misread the dress code, exposing his arms in a vest. He looked out of place next to singer Lionel Richie. Everything looks out of place next to singer Lionel Richie. Try and think of one thing next to... Right, think of Lionel Richie, he's there. Then try and think of something next to him that you think, I expected that. Nothing. Right, okay, let's do it in our minds now. We'll use the power of the imagination to create this. There's Lionel Richie. Next to him, Doogie Howser. Looks weird. Why is he there? Here's Lionel Richie. Next to him, Chewbacca. Looks weird. Why is that happening? Seems strange. And then Lionel Richie. Next to him, Kim Jong-il. Looks weird. Even Nicole Richie looks weird. She looks, how did she get there? How did she come out of him? I think it's because he looks a bit like a cross between Simba's dad out of the film Lion King and a shoebox. Maybe I think that because the first syllable of his name is lion. I've not gone on a particularly long mental odyssey there. Delicious drink. I just have a delicious drink from this, what I can only assume is an overpriced vessel, because it looks like something that powers the flux capacitor in Back to the Future. Marty, we're going back to the future. How come in the film Back to the Future, when Marty goes back to the past, how come he's so interested in having it off with his mum. That's all he thinks about the whole time he's there.
Marty! The fact that I've invented the time machine doesn't mean you can go back and fuck your mum.
I think it does. Dirty bugger. Sometimes they'll write a message on a product like water to make you feel a different affiliation with the product. Voss! Fuck off. Cylindrical packing. 0% fat. Don't waste my fucking time. Oh, this is fat-free water, is it? Unlike my usual lard-filled water beverage. 50% cow juice. Fucking pompous bastards. Selling us water. Air will be next. What's wrong with us? What are we looking for? A bit more. Which is quite nice. Oh, sorry, I left it too long. Thanks for your patience. Is everyone feeling okay? I'm very happy with your buoyancy and beauty and your intelligence in keeping up with me. I hope it's a nice blend of intelligence and filth. What, darling? Yeah, no, I love you as well. I just wish it was still a time when I could physicalise that love. What, darling? You won't tell anyone? Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. I wish we'd sold a few more tickets, but I don't think it's entirely safe for me to bring people up onto the stage and fuck them. Since now I can't even enlist Cindy Crawford for a photo without it sounding like I've been eating cherry pie out of Lionel Richie's arse. I don't know where that image came from, I'm sorry you had to hear that. There's something wrong with me. Something wrong with my brain. What are the things that I've got to tell you about, do you think? What do you think you need to hear about? What is it? Everything? Everything! Putting me under a lot of pressure there. There's a broad base of topics and references, but everything. Yes, darling?
Bombing!
Right, now I'm going to have a mental breakdown. That's what my mind sounds like a lot of the time. Puff Daddy. Yeah, Puff Daddy, that is quite a good topic. Right, someone, I nominate you, sir. You look quite sensible. I'll talk about Puff Daddy. If I start saying something you think, oh, if I was Puff Daddy, I'd kill him for saying that, put your hand up. That way, I won't have to be killed by Puff Daddy. Continue to live my life. Breathe, meet new folk. I once, right, I did a film with Puff Daddy, Get Him to the Greek. Did you see that film? So, like, I had to be friends with Puff Daddy, and like, it's intense. Puff Daddy kidnapped me and took me to Vegas. Like, at first I thought it would be very, very exciting to go to Vegas with Puff Daddy, but Vegas is already intense, right? So, Puff Daddy and Vegas, that's double Vegas. That's Vegas squared. It's too much. I went there with him. He told me, listen, it was a very peculiar event. There was a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton, an English boxer. He went to me, you get tickets for this boxing, can you? Well, that's actually how it happened, I'm an idiot. Puff Daddy came up to me, I was nervous. Firstly, I don't know what to call him. Puff Daddy P, Diddy Sean, Puff Daddy P, Diddy I tried, Puff Diddy up, Puff Diddy up, Puff Diddy up, started doing scat in the end. He said, can you get tickets to the boxing match in Vegas between Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton? And the real answer was no. But what I said was, yes. So then I was in a position where I had to provide those tickets, right? And I was trying to ring up, I knew if I had a friend, Noel Gallagher actually from Oasis, who knows Ricky Hatton because they're both Manchester people, which is a sort of a small village in the north of England. We don't need to worry about. Like, I rang up Ricky Hatton first of all and said, Ricky Hatton, can I have tickets to your boxing match please? But it wasn't actual Ricky Hatton because he was worried about fighting Manny Pacquiao, rightly as it turned out, because after about 3 3 minutes of it, he was in a different state of consciousness. He can't get tickets, then Puff Daddy, it's weird when your phone rings and it says Puff Daddy, stroke P. Diddy, stroke Sean Combs, stroke King John, stroke Sean John, stroke Cicero Vodka, what the fuck it's called, that naughty water that he's knocking out. Have you got them tickets? Yeah, it's all going really well. He goes, right, you get the tickets, I'll get a private jet. He then phones back, I've got a private jet. I want you to arrive for the private jet. I want you to be wearing a fuchsia scarf. That's a really particular thing to say to them, isn't it? It's dress code. Well, put a fuchsia scarf on. Has anyone ever said that to you in your life? Put a fucking fuchsia scarf on. I don't know where to get one. I tried. I couldn't. In the end, I got like a bronze-coloured cowboy hat. And I wore that to the airport, and I wasn't comfortable in it, and it was ruining my hair, and I left it on too long, and there's a photograph of me in it, and you can see, you know, when you're wearing a hat, and the hat's sort of got more personality than you, the hat is kind of wearing you, sort of under the hat, so, it's not my real hat. Then I had to go to a variety of nightclubs with Puff Daddy, and then there was a bit at the boxing match where fucking Ricky, right, Jay-Z, but I managed, in the end, Puff Daddy had to get the tickets, I fucked up, I had to apologise, I blamed a lot of other people. Puff Daddy got the tickets. Apparently you've got to be very near the front, you can't just buy them, or like any tickets for anywhere, you've got to have Ricky Adams' blood in your eyes, otherwise it's not considered a success. I got tickets eventually, and I was there with Puff Daddy, then Jay-Z came, it was intense. I think it's a sign. Oh, what if he swoops down? Will we ever know what happened to Tupac? Shit! I wasn't comfortable. Because when Manny Pacquiao, Puff Daddy evidently really liked Manny Pacquiao. When Ricky Hatton went down, Puff Daddy jumped up on his fucking chair. I was like, yeah. There's like 20,000 people from Manchester there in Vegas, and I was stood next to him. People said they saw me on the television standing next to Puff Daddy and Jay-Z, and one friend of mine said it was a jarring visual paradox. In the end, I had to hide. That's my general feelings about him. It just made me, I mean, I sort of love and respect him. He's a person that seems to be able to make money out of anything, really. Sort of like a genie. It's really amazing to watch someone do that sort of thing. So, I don't know how we turned into a question and answer session. I've got loads of things I want to learn about your